Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we are talking Love Island USA. Today we are talking the racial slur controversy with Huda and also with CEIRRA, because it's an all-out war. And I'm going to need Love Island casting, Love Island production to stop casting influencers, to stop casting people who know previous Islanders and everything else, because this is a freaking bleep show. So if y'all been living under a rock or y'all don't know what's going on, starting off the season, Yulisa, obviously, she was kicked off from the show because she had said the N-word on a podcast, right? So she was out like day 2, right? Now, what we have since learned from some of these other Islanders, we knew in advance that Austin had reposted on several occasions pro 45 and 47 retweets and everything else. Basically, everything alluding to of his political affiliation. We have somebody in there that is a Zionist. We have somebody that we have a few people, Chris and Huda, who follow, support Tory Lanez or whatever else. We have all types of stuff going on, right? So what happened recently, though, is with CEIRRA. So CEIRRA had gone viral a few days ago because some old posts that came up, and I don't know how old they were, but they were, basically Asian slurs. She was making fun of, the Asian community, the Asian population, and everything else, saying a specific slur and everything else. And up until this point, nothing has happened. So I feel like the deadline is today. The deadline is today for Love Island USA producers to have CEIRRA up out of this villa. And if she is not up out of this villa, I think all HELL is going to break loose. I truly do. If she is not about this villa as of tonight's episode, right? Whether they orchestrated or they just do an announcement like they did with Yulisa, I think there is going to be an uproar. As y'all know, there's been also a lot of negativity, backlash, and everything else. And I think CEIRRA had lost like over a couple 100,000 followers. And there was so much backlash. Her own friend, Johnny from season 5, said she was stepping away. Also, whoever was handling CEIRRA's account said that they were no longer going to handle it anymore and was handing the reins back to the family and all of this other stuff, right? So the other piece of this is there was a lot of hate and backlash that Alandria and Shelly were receiving this week, in which people were calling them mean girls, and I was confused because I was like, well, why would it take 26 episodes for somebody to be a mean girl if there's been way more antics of the other Islanders that have been on full display for these past few weeks? Like, it was weird that one episode they finally want to call somebody out or finally hold somebody accountable, and they're called mean girls. Make it make sense. But then they lost hundreds and thousands of followers, right? And they were receiving unalive threats. They were receiving a lot of racism in their comments, where people were posting, the stereotypical negative images associated with Black people and everything else. And it was just horrible. It was absolutely horrible. It was absolutely disgusting. Some of the comments that were on both Shelly and Alandria's pages, whether it was on TikTok, whether it was on Instagram, whether it was wherever. So then yesterday, you guys, yesterday it just snowballed, and y'all can check my shorts, and y'all can check on my Tickety Talk as well. So I think on my Tickety Talk is the full clip. So on Huda's own page, she's rapping along to a song that says the N-word in this particular clip 3 times, right? However, the first time she does not say the N-word. However, the other 2 times she flat out does. She flat out does say the N-word, y'all. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not like, this is why I don't be in the Stan stuff. I don't be in the Stan War stuff, right? I support who I support, but we're not going to be going down a rabbit hole of think pieces and dissertations and everything else, right? So nonetheless, this caused a lot of backlash, obviously, right? And even people were in my comments, they were like, hey, why are you trying to get Huda kicked off the show and da-da-da-da-da? And her handler had deleted the video. And I think the person who originally reposted the video, I think they're up to like 3-4 million views, or almost 5 million views on Twitter, right? This blew up on Twitter, and people were trying to blame Shelly fans. They were trying to blame Shelly fans. They were trying to blame Amaya fans. And I'm like, how can y'all blame a fan base when Huda posted this clip herself on her own social media account? Make it make sense. So my thing is this. Y'all have, completely villainized these islanders, and in particularly Shelly and Alandria, for a lot less than Huda has done on this show. And the amount of people, and in particular Black people yesterday, that were defending Huda, saying it is just the N-word, it is no big deal, and everything else, and then trying to put together a compilation of other times Huda did not say the N-word. No. And then trying to convince people and pay people, allegedly, to say that they spoke with their grandmother, or they spoke with their dad or their cousin or whoever, and they said that she didn't say it. No. She said it, y'all. She said it. When she was calling Jeremiah bleep, you guys, and calling him brother, and calling him all this and all that, I know where that was heading. That was heading towards the N-word with the hard ER at the end. If she was even saying that in the villa too, I know what she was about. I know what she was about. In cornrows, everything else, like, I know what she was about. But y'all were like, oh, she deserves grace, she deserves a second chance, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And the moment Alandria and Shelly do something that y'all don't find favorable, y'all say, F the grace, they got to get out my villa, F the grace, we got to, make sure that they don't have any followers when they get up out of here, and everything else. And it is still a hate train. It is still racism. And I think the whole point of the matter was with the Huda thing is, if y'all are going to hold these other islanders to ridiculous standards, in particular the Black female islanders to ridiculous standards, hold your fave Huda to the same standard. Hold her to the same standard. So I don't know how Love Island is going to approach this, because we're at this point, we're at the last week. And it's really, I'm just disgusted with Love Island as a whole this season, because I feel like after Sun, y'all want to sit up here and just prop up certain individuals that are like the most problematic, and then just expect the fans to just acquiesce to it. And I'm just not here for it. I'm not featuring it. I feel like this season really just catered to the men for some ridiculous reason, when the women should have had opportunities to have better bombshells, have better men in the villa to really pursue things with. There was too much drama, less love in Love Island and everything else. And now y'all are just going to try to wrap everything up with a bow this week and send in the families and just try to make it seem like these are actual connections that are going to stand the test of time, when it sounds like from all the islanders that are dumped, that they're saying the most genuine and that have the most strongest connections right now is Shelly and Ace and Taylor and Clark. So that tells me everything I need to know. Listen, y'all could be Team Amaya, right? Y'all could be Team Amaya. She can have your vote and everything else. But what are we actually voting for, right? because I thought the premise of the show, are we voting for a couple who had, this Love Island journey where we could really see the progression, we could really see the growth and reward them with the prize? Or are we just voting based off of an individual that we like who can be in a couple with the palm tree and they're going to win the money? And so it's going to be interesting now moving forward if this is going to be the direction of the show. And I would hope, with all the backlash that the show has received this season, that they do not go in the direction of focusing on individual islanders and less about love and just focusing on drama and not progression of these relationships. Like, there is no hideaway except for the first episode this season. There was not a lot of dates this season. There just was not a lot of, engagement of these couples, of having real conversations. Everything was all about drama. And I feel like, unfortunately, it centered around the Huda and Jeremiah stuff. Like, that was draining the first couple of weeks. That really took the air out of a lot of the other cast couples, because they were trying to, basically play referee and play counselor to the foolishness that was taking place. So by the time we start to focus on other couples, nobody cares. Nobody wants to tune in because everybody's already drained at that point. And then when you do try to focus on the other couples, you call everybody a scammer. So it's like, it's lows, right? It's lows. But now you wake up and we're in the last week. We are in the last week of the show. The show ends next Sunday, you guys. So now it is time to put up or shut up, right? But I am happy that this is ending. I am happy that this is over after this week, because the fans have gotten incredibly too far, too ridiculous, too parasocial, too obsessed. There is literally a Twitter community for literally just the opening credits of the show. Like, it's just too much going on, y'all. Way too much going on. But that's all I wanted to say in this video. I just wanted to speak a little bit on this controversy on whether or not Love Island is going to do anything or not. But I feel like it is going to create backlash if there is nothing said or done as it pertains to CEIRRA and as it pertains to Huda. I understand it's the last week, but at least with the CEIRRA situation, like, y'all have had a few days now, so y'all can't use the argument, oh, we didn't know. Like, y'all have had enough days now to orchestrate her exit. So if she's not gone by tonight, I feel like that is not going to be a good sign for the fans and everything else moving forward with the show. But like, at what point do we just start going back to the original format of people actually applying and that have no followers, that have no background, and what happened to people sweeping their profiles, right? Sweeping their profiles and having clean profiles. And also, again, we hammer hard on these women, but why are we not holding the men to the same standards? Why are we not holding Austin to the same standards, or TJ to the same standards, or anybody else that has been problematic to the same standards? But it's always, y'all go hard in the paint against these women. So there is that. That is it, and that is all. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.